How's it going, people? What's up? I'm back with another video. In this video, I talk about adapting. How to know when it's time to adapt. Adapting is moving to the next level. Kind of like moving to the next level and going forward and what you came here to do. Adapting. Like letting go of the old and moving on to the new. How to know when it's time to adapt. If you've been in a cycle for a very long time, the same old cycle, whether it's been years, 5 years, 10 years, or even a decade, if you've been in a cycle for a very long time, it is time to adapt. Like, say that you had an old belief system that was going on in your mind for a long period of time, an old belief system that was programmed into your mind as a child, a belief system that you had to get married by a certain age, or that you had to have 3 children, and that you had to, what else, work a 9-to-5 job for 50 years and then retire at the age of 70, and then once you get to age 70 to enjoy life. You know, certain belief systems that were implanted in our mind when we were young. If that has been in your mind for a while and you had that belief system for years to come, it is time to delete that old paradigm. It's time to delete that. It's time to delete that belief system. It's time to adapt your belief system and start installing in new belief systems. Like, say that a new belief system can be like, I can get married when I'm ready. I don't have to have kids if I'm not ready. And another belief system is, no, I don't have to work a 9-to-5 for 50 years. I can become an entrepreneur. I could start my own online business and live life on my terms. Install that new belief system into your mind. A new belief system. It's all about adapting. Like, say that you've been at a job for about 3 to 5 years and you no longer resonate with it. You're like, this job was fun when I first started, but now I've outgrown it. It's time for me to move forward. I'm ready to adapt. There's a grand shift awakening going on around the planet. Everybody's waking up to the truth of who they are and what's going on. A lot of people are ready to quit their jobs and start living life on their terms. Everybody wants to be free. I know you want to be free. I'm striving to be free. I'm setting an intention to be free. Matter of fact, we are going into 2019, and I set an intention or have an intention. No way. My intention is to make 2019 the best year yet, where I'm free to do what I want, when I want. I'm going to be doing my passion full time, living life on my terms, being happy, find love, and just all around enjoy myself. That's what life is all about. That's what life is all about. We came here to strive, have fun, live, enjoy it. We came here to live in luxury. We didn't come here to work hard and struggle. We came here to live in luxury. Matter of fact, all of us should be living in luxury. Like, all of us should be doing our passions, what we really want to do for a living. Like, in school, we've been indoctrinated to believe that we got to work at these 9-to-5 jobs and these corporations in order to make a substantial living and to be successful. When in reality, just being you and following your passion makes you successful enough. Just being you, you're already successful. Like, we got to get out of the mindset of living up to other people's expectations, especially society's expectations. It's become obsolete. Living up to other people's expectations is obsolete. And matter of fact, it was never a trend to begin with. Someone indoctrinated and implanted us to believe that we have to live up to people's and society's expectations, when in reality, you're supposed to be you. You're supposed to be doing you. You're supposed to be whoever you want to be. See, you're here to live life for you. Do things your way, not somebody else's way. Your way. Your way. And I know some of you are probably scared to move to the next level. I know how it can be. I'm a little afraid myself, but I know that I have faith. Have faith in the universe, have faith in God. Recognize your power. It's time to adapt. You know, a lot of us have been adapting all year long, especially during the summertime, where we had 3 major eclipses. Like, this summer, it was a major transition. There's brand new energy hitting all over the planet. And it's time to adapt. No more staying in old patterns, no more conforming to society's expectations. No more caring what people think. It's time to adapt and become the greater version of yourself. It's time to adapt and be you. You're here to live for you, not for anybody else. So another way that it's time to adapt, like say that you've been in a relationship for a long period of time and it's no longer serving you, or it's no longer serving a person. You either let them go or they let you go. That's adapting. It doesn't mean that you two are bad people, that the other person is bad or that you're bad. It's just that you guys are no longer compatible. You guys are no longer compatible, and it's time to adapt and move on to something else. It's a part of life. A part of life is adapting and changing. A lot of people are afraid of change. Most people don't want to change. Most people don't change unless they're forced to change. That's the only time people change, is when they're forced to change. Now, this doesn't apply to everybody. People change when they know that it's time for a change, but those that are stubborn and have a rigid mind and rather stay in this progressive mindset doesn't like to try anything new, won't adapt. They don't usually change unless they're forced to. That's the only time they adapt and change, unless they're forced to, unless they have no other choice but to, whether if it's a life's situation or circumstance. That's the only time they'll change. But someone that's open-minded and knows what's at the end of the tunnel and has faith and likes to experience new things and has a great mindset to moving forward and pushing to the next level, doesn't mind adapting, doesn't mind changing. Life is all about adapting. I mean, yeah, certain things and people that we hung around and had in our lifetime, those things were great. But keep in mind that things don't last forever. And you have to adapt. It's all a part of life. It's part of growing. Besides, adapting is a good thing, because if you don't adapt, how will you grow? How will you learn? In order to learn and grow and become a greater version of yourself and become the best you, and to recognize and see your full potential and your capabilities, you got to be willing to adapt. I know a lot of things are changing. I can feel the major shift that's going on. People are waking up. The system that we're in, it's outdated, it's obsolete, and I already feel that after 2019, it's going to be some new stuff, some new-ish. I can't wait. A lot of people are going to be doing their passions full-time, doing what they want to do, instead of having a dictator dictate to what they, or should I say authority figure dictate to what they should be doing and who they should be. In reality, we shouldn't be dictated by anybody. We should be living life on our terms, doing what we want to do. We came here to strive. We came here to be free. We're supposed to be free. And I know a lot of people are striving to be free. Me, I'm striving to be free. I'm striving to be free from authority for as much as I can. I want to live life on my terms. Like, I want to start the new year off right. I want to be doing my passion full time. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to help change the world. I don't like the way the world is because there's a lot of egotism. There's a lot of the world's a hot mess, and I want to help inspire people and help people to see their full potential. I want to help raise the vibration of the planet. I want to save the planet. There's a lot of things that I want to do. I want to see people become the greater versions of themselves. People do what they love for a living. I love seeing people do what they love for a living, doing their passion, doing what they actually love doing. That makes me feel good as a human being, seeing people do their passion and doing what they love to do. And it makes me 10 times happier if I'm doing my passion. I have a passion for making videos. I like to draw. I like to dance. I like swimming. I like to exercise. There's a lot of things that I'm into. And I'm going to do more of those things in the near future. But yeah, even if people are unaware of what's going on the planet or unaware of the energies that are going on in the cosmos, they know that it's time to adapt, that it's time to let go of old patterns that no longer serve and move on to new ones that are fit for purpose. It's time to let go of what's not fit for purpose and bring in what is. Thing is, if you're in a relationship and it ain't working out and it doesn't serve, let that person go. They ain't treating you right, let them go. Let them go. Let them go. If you just, and another way that it's time to adapt, if you've been doing the same thing every single day and you're bored and you're tired of doing the same thing over and over again, you know that it's time to adapt, because doing the same thing over and over again, and you've been doing it for like, I don't know, maybe 2 years, 3 years, or longer than that, you know that it's time to make a change and it's time to adapt. When you've been doing the same thing over and over again. See, us humans, we're able to adapt. We're adaptable species. Just look at nature. Nature is adaptable. The planet is adaptable. The weather is definitely adaptable. We're as changeable as the weather. So us humans are able to adapt. Those that have that regressive, rigid mindset don't want to adapt. But the only time they do adapt is when they're forced to. I feel some major changes happening, some major new energies coming to the planet. I mean, it's already here. I mean, a lot of people are starting entrepreneurship, becoming business owners, making money, living life on their terms, and not having to be dictated by an authority figure. That's what I'm striving for. This energy has been on the earth since 2012. 2011 was like literally the last year where everybody it was literally the last year where everybody was following these old structures and how life is supposed to be, following these old outdated systems. That was the last year of going through that paradigm. Wish I can better explain it. But that's another topic for another video. Anyway, it's time to adapt. If you're not ready to adapt, you still got some more lessons to learn. And you're going to miss out on a lot of good things if you don't adapt. Adapting this just doesn't mean changing, but changing as a whole. You know, changing your mindset, adapting your mind, adding in new stuff, adapting to new beliefs, adapting to new opportunities, adapting to become a greater version of yourself, to become a better human being. That's what I'm trying to adapt to. Anyway, that's all I got. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You are worthy to live any life you want to live. Don't let anybody or anything stop you. You're powerful beyond measures. You're a prize to be won. You are worthy. And you're worthy for so much. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. I'll catch y'all later in the next video. Peace.